I joined CORE, and I joined CORE at the height of them trying to make change here in San Francisco. We still had all of downtown segregated. We still had most of the major grocery stores still segregated. We had most of the major eating establishments were still segregated. And it became clear to me that we needed to resolve that. When I joined CORE, there was no youth element. And what happened was, there was already a collaboration between the blacks and whites in San Francisco, and CORE was a multiracial organization. As I got involved more and more in the sit-ins, and I was down on Market Street, we picketed Macy's, Emporiums, Penny's, Doggy Diners. I mean, we hit everybody, Woolworths, you know, and we were doing all of those things, and the more we did, the more news we heard about what was happening in the South and what was going on there, and how CORE was just an afterthought when you started talking about the movement, because everybody was talking about Martin Luther King and all of that. But in California, CORE was the central push for change, and no one had more ability or maneuverability within the community than CORE. More people acted when CORE asked them to act than when the Black Ministers Conference asked them to act. So, but that's what it was like. Well, throughout all of that, we got to see the changes happening. Lucky's closed down and actually moved out of San Francisco because they refused to integrate. Safeways closed and then reopened and restructured and then started to integrate, but what they thought was integration was, we'll hire the others, but we won't hire blacks. So that was a little bit of a twist, because it's hard to say you're racist when you've got others in the building, but you won't hire us.
And but what year are we talking right?
I would say that's mid 60s, between 62 and 64. Those issues all came about. Mel's Drive-In made a decision, and we picketed the one on Gary Street where they just moved back into, and also the one that was in the movie about Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
Oh, yeah. right South Van Ness and Mission.
Yeah, right off South Van Ness and Mission. So we picketed those places, and when we finished, they decided to shut down and close their doors rather than integrate. We said, okay, you're not going to be here. As long as you're not going to be here, as long as you're not accepting the money from this city, we have nothing to say what you do in somebody else's city. But here, either you integrate or you go. So that part was pretty cool, and it was a big uplift to the community to start to see the downtown, because when I was growing up, the downtown was a place where that you went in your Sunday best and you didn't do anything that was out of the norm, and you wore a smile on your face and you shot gleefully and never got a dime of it back into your own community. But that's what it was like, you know. But once we started picketing and these people started showing their true colors, that sort of changed. it sort of went to, okay, we know you now. But still, many people in my community, many people within the community still thought that what we were doing was too drastic.